Hi guys, today I'm here with a small video to explain what this Lego car represents. So this is the Ferrari SF-24. So Ferrari is the most successful Formula 1 team history, and it has won 15 drivers championship and 16 constructors championship. So that is a record, and they have been competing in more than 1100 races. So it is basically a legacy Formula 1 team. So when it comes to this particular model, so it is the 2024 SF-24, so which raced in the 2024 season with two drivers, that is Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz Jr. and also Oliver Bearman. So Oliver Bearman took a debut in this car because Sainz had a surgery in Saudi Arabia, and Oliver Bearman had to substitute himself. And this car won 5 races and also 22 podiums. Charles Leclerc won at Monaco, finally won his home race after 7 attempts, and then Carlos Sainz won at Australia just after his surgery, and also at Mexico Grand Prix. This car also won at the home of Ferrari, the Monza, where the favorite tifosi got to see their favorite son Charles Leclerc win in home soil again after 2019. So now let's get into the details of this car. So let's get into the details, and the front wing is the most important element in a Formula 1 car. So it provides the downforce to the front end and helps the car turn. We have a sticker element here that is also like aerodynamic elements in the actual car, which helps in turning the car in high speed and also in low speed corners. And here we have the Ferrari logo, and this entire thing is the front wing. And if there is any damage that happens in between the races, they will change this front wing so that they can go faster. This here is the tire flaps, which help in wet races when to reduce the water spray and increase the visibility when there is a lot of water in the track. And in front wing there is a lot of tiny elements in the actual car. So these logos are actually, it can be 4 or 5 slits here actually, and that will direct the airflow throughout the car. The entire design philosophy is based on aerodynamics and wind tunnel testing. So they will test a specification on a wind tunnel and then get the data and correlate that to on track data. When it comes to the next element, it is the barge board that you can see here. This 2 lines and this big line, HP logo. So actually barge board helps in redirecting the air around the car so that it flows close to the car and goes to the rear end without much turbulence. Turbulent air is really useless to a car. So when the air is more turbulent, it reduces the downforce, and you need to be having more downforce to turn car faster. We have a few little details here actually. Let me zoom in. You can see a small hole right under the mirror, and that directs airflow into the engine. Shell logo has the radiator inside this body part, and the radiator cools down the engine. And also we have one more hole on top of the driver's head that is also giving cool air into the engine bay. This here is the camera box onboard camera. That is what we see on the main feed. And when it comes to this part, this is the halo. It is made of titanium alloy and it is really strong. So it is there to protect the driver's head, and also when a car turns upside down, it doesn't make anything scratch the driver's head. So when the car is upside down, only the halo touches the ground and driver's head is totally safe. These small little elements are also Venturi tunnels. When we look at the downside of the car, it will be more clear. This actually is there on the both sides, and it will direct airflow through the ground of the car and into the diffusers. So these two elements are supposed to be the diffusers in the actual car, and it increases the downforce. So from 2022 there is ground effect regulation, so the most of the downforce in the car is achieved by this ground effect, that is redirecting the air in a low pressure area like this small gap here. So it will flow faster through there and it will create more downforce. When we come to the rear of the car, we have few elements which directs air into the rear wing. So rear wing is the most important part of a car because it helps gain traction because Formula 1 car is a rear wheel drive car, so only the rear wheels are powered and it needs the maximum grip to put that power down into the track. And these here are engine cover bots. So according to each race they will change this configuration and add more slits into this engine cover depending on whether they need more engine cooling or less engine cooling. So if we add more slits, that will increase the drag and vice versa. For example, in Mexico Grand Prix, the track is on a high sea level. The air density is low in that high sea level, so you can add more slits without the compromise of drag. Then we can go to the rear wing. This is the rear wing and this is the DRS flap. DRS is the drag reduction system. Whenever a car is following another car under 1 second, this DRS flap can be opened in specific areas of the track, mostly straights. It will reduce the drag on the car and increase the top speed of the car. When there is no car at the front under 1 second, then the flap cannot be opened and therefore having slightly less top speed. We can look at the rear now. This is supposed to be the engine exhaust. These are the rain lights. Rain light help in again visibility in the rain, and when we follow a car in rain, almost nothing is visible because of the spray, and then this rain light will keep blinking, let the cars behind know. And then these wing elements will also have a lot of aerodynamic parts, so each and every element here is designed in such a way to increase downforce or reduce drag. When you increase downforce, it will increase drag. It reduces the top speed, but reducing drag will increase the top speed but reduces the downforce as well. When we look at the top of the car, this HP logo is actually hiding the engine, and the radiators and all other air gaps you can see just under the ZCG logo. So all of that is actually giving air into the engine. We can see a cute driver inside. So driver has a safety harness, helmet and a head and neck device that helps them prevent whiplash in high G-force accidents. So that's about it. This is the entire car. And we have some rear suspension elements as well, and front suspension and steering arms. So these arms are very thin because of aerodynamic design, and we reduce the thickness so that the airflow is not interrupted or turbulent too much when it comes to this barge boards or thus radiators. That's it. Thank you.